Start.
Well, I'm Rashid, Harun Rashid. I'm a professional trainer of IELTS, TOEFL, and spoken English. Today, I'll teach you the use of contractions in spoken English. Contraction basically means when you combine two words with the help of apostrophe, a word, the comma which is above the words, by omitting one or two letters. So these contractions are used in tag questions, also for fluency level in listening and speaking skills. English people use in the IELTS and TOEFL listening skills. Also in their daily life they use means contractions and all. So it's your choice. You may use contractions in your spoken or not. But if you use it's a better sign for your fluency level. Normally, contractions are used in informal writing, not formal writing. Informal writing, when you are writing to your elders, teachers, boss, parents, you have to write separate. But when you are writing to your friends, cousins, or friend people, then you need contractions, especially for your informal writing. So these contractions are used in writing as well as in speaking. So be careful in informal writing, you must use contraction. In formal writing, you must avoid using them. And for your fluency level, you must use contractions for your spoken English. And for beginners level, speaking sure right, you may use your sentences without contraction. But when you have to take your listening or listening test of IELTS, TOEFL, and they go a different PT test, then definitely you must use contraction. So let's have a look here. My name is Harun Rashid. Today is 16th of November 2020, and I'm teaching in this communication class the use of contractions. So I've divided this lecture into different parts. In part A, contractions of helping verbs plus not. So you will learn contractions of helping verbs which are used in 12 tenses. So we've got the 13 helping verbs we contract with not, and we can get their sounds. For example, we can contract do not as don't, does not as doesn't, did not as didn't, will not as won't, shall not as shan't. Shan't is in British English, shan't is in American English. So is not, isn't, am not, ain't, are not, aren't, or aren't, was not, wasn't, were not, weren't, or weren't, has not, hasn't, have not, haven't, had not, hadn't. So sometimes in very fluent English, English people don't use even ta sound at the end. They pronounce the word without ta sound. For example, do you know me? I do not know you. This is a simple level of spoken. When you contract do not as don't, so this is a strong spoken form. No, I don't know you. And when you use contractions of do not as don't without ta sound, this is the weakest form of contraction of spoken English. For example, no, I don't know you. Who you are? I don't know you. I don't know you. I mean to say don't. The ta sound sometimes English people omit at the end in their fluency level, and then they speak the word. So next in part B, contractions of modal verbs plus not. Modal verbs basically or modals are some certain words which are used in addition to helping verbs of tenses. They have their certain nature. So we must understand them why they are used. For example, we use should, must, ought to for advice, for moral advice ought to, and for simple advice should, as strong advice must. So we can contract them for making negative not, just like should not, shouldn't. It has the advice nature. Model verb of should has nature means advice. For negative advice, should not plus first form. Example, you should work hard. You shouldn't sit idle, just like means for advice in negative. So must not as mustn't, ought not as oughtn't, cannot as can't for ability, could not as couldn't, would not as wouldn't, and might not as mightn't. We have two special model words, dare and need. When we contract them, we get particular sound, just like dare not as daren't. Sometimes people say daren't. Need not as needn't. So next come to the part C, contraction of personal pronouns. Personal pronouns means I, we, you, they, he, she. The pronouns which we use for human being. So we can contract personal pronouns with helping verbs or modal verbs. Example here I have personal pronouns I, we, you, they, he, she, it. So these are 7. So I'll try to contract these personal pronouns with different helping verbs or modal verbs and try to make you understand their particular sound. Example, we can contract I with have and we get the sound I. Here we have to keep upper teeth on our lower lips. I. Next is I am are. Next is I will shall I. And next is I would had I. Next is we can contract this is, be careful, this is a long sound I. And we can't say it I. I is incorrect sound. Same is the case here. This is a V long sound. You can't say it we. So we are. We have we. We will shall we. We would have we. Next you are. You have you. You will shall you. You would have you. Next is they. They are. This is a little bit touch of da sound. Not clearly da sound which is in Urdu. So a little bit of da mid sound by keeping the tip of your tongue between your teeth. They are. They have. They will shall. They would have. They. Next personal pronoun is he. You can contract he with is and has against the sound he's. And after he's, if there is a noun or first form ing, it shows he is. And after is, if there is a third form verb, it means he has. Next is he will and shall he. He would and had he. So he. She is a she has she's. She will and she shall she. She would and she had she. Next is it is or it has its. Will or it shall it is. It would or it had it is. Next in part D you would learn some contractions of some question words plus helping verbs or modal verbs. So there are many question words, but we can contract only some question words with helping verbs or modal verbs, not all of them. Among them there is first is what. What have we can contract and get the sound whatever. What is or what has we can contract and what's. And what will shall whatever. What would have whatever. Next question word is why. Be careful, this is long sound. Why, not why. So why are why. Why will shall why. Why would have why. Next is where is or where has where's. Where will shall where. Where would have where. Next some question words are written here. Means remaining part of the here when is or when has when's. When will shall when'll. When would or when had when'll. When have when'll. Which is or which has which is. Which will shall which is. Which would have which is. Next is there are two words which are very confusing, who and how. I will teach you means collectively both. Who is or who has is pronounced who, and how is and how has house. For example, who is he? Who's done this work? How's she? How's done this work? Who will, who shall, who will do this work? How will and how shall, how. How you can do this? How you do this? Who would or who had who? How would or how had how. Next is who have who, how have how. Part E has some other common contractions. Here normally letters we use for very frank suggestions. Letters let's and must have muscle. must have do this, must have done this word. Next, there is a special keyword there. We can contract there is a there as this. They will shall there. They would add there. So like that, dozens of contractions we have learned. So means that these contractions are used in formal writing and listening and speaking skills. Especially in your exam. For fluency level, we use them. Alright, thank you very much. That's it.